Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a self-care reading. First of all, I would like to thank Louise dearly for this deck. She sent me the essential oil oracle cards, which are so in tune with what I'm planning to do here on this channel. I want to focus more my readings on self-care, improvement, energy checkups, maybe what to focus on, what to leave behind, what doesn't serve you anymore. And it's just very much in sync with what I'm planning to do. So I'm going to read about this deck a little bit. It says, essential oils can help support you as you release suffering and step into your personal power. Essential oils have been used throughout history for physical, emotional, and energetic well-being. Each oil has a specific set of compounds and resonance. The set of 90 cards will help you connect with the resonance of each essential oil, so you can use that to help you learn, heal, and grow. Each card provides you with information about the oil, such as corresponding chakra, as well as message that you will use to help you access those deep aspects of yourself that need to heal. You can use these cards alone or as part of a multisensory journey with essential oils to help you gain clarity, release what is not serving you, and shift your energy. Awesome. So I'm going to do this reading a little bit differently, guys. I do want to shuffle on camera in order for you guys to choose your pile. So let's get into it, but I'm going to show you how these cards look like. It's all according to chakras. So that's beautiful. Now, for example, cilantro. It says, this is not the way it is supposed to be, as a trigger statement. And then you have a true statement. I am free. Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighting you down. So we're going to do a bit of a shuffle here, and you'll be choosing your pile. All right, so for pile number one, what it is that should be the focus point right now. Pile number one. Pile number two. Okay, that showed itself. Let's put it right here. Pile number three, please. And pile number four. Here we go. All right, so we're going to be pulling more cards a bit later on. I do not have any objects on top of these cards, guys. Please use your intuition. Your intuition is given to you for a reason. I know some people hate when I don't put any stones or objects. But this is part of your growth. It doesn't have to be comfortable, easy. Just allow yourself to tune in. Maybe you see a number 1, 2, 3, 4. Pile number 1 is on your left. Pile number 4 is on your right. And I think when I was shuffling, you already felt which one you want to listen to anyways. So I'm going to see you in timestamps. Hey, pile number 1. So we're going to start this reading with a bit of relaxation. I want you to breathe in and breathe out. And just listen to the background sounds. Very good. One more time. And imagine with every sound you release part of stress or tension you hold in your body. Very good. Let's start your reading. Let's see what we have for you guys. So the focus point, you have wild orange. It's a good fortune card, which I like seeing here. Now, it depends where you stand, if triggered statement applies to you or the true statement. The trigger statement would be there is not enough. And a true statement is I attract abundance. Feel the joy you would have once you have reached your goals here and now. You will achieve your dreams fastest that way. Awesome. Now, let's take a look at, since we're talking about the dreams and abundance and maybe lack of it, or maybe you the opposite, you have the opposite energy, you're so grateful for everything. Let's take a look at a couple of other aspects here. I want to see what it is that might be almost like a stone in a shoe for you right now. I'm gonna be using the Triple Goddess Tarot for that. And give it a good mix. What is a stone in the shoe? That is not helping pile number one. Yeah, you see what we have here? There is not enough, and you have the Five of Pentacles. So maybe a lot of you are worried about your foundation. You might feel like you left out. You might feel like there is not enough. You might feel like nothing is gonna improve. It feels like, you know, for a lot of you might be in that trigger statement mode right now with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, maybe even if you felt like you had a lot of abundance around you, maybe it's just a time when you're not feeling it that much. Let's take a look at what can you do, pile number one, in order to improve this. What can you do, pile number one, to help yourself? You have the Sun card. Literally, it's saying free yourself from this, because none of this is actually true. That's the way that I'm seeing this. What to do, see things clearly for what they are. And maybe for some of you, you've created situations in your head that are not necessarily true. Maybe it's emotional lack of love, you know. But with the Sun card, it's saying you can give it all to yourself, and you know this. You have the Orange card, you have the Sun card. There's a lot of bright, warm colors here. Maybe some of you, this is to do with lack of optimism in your life. But you're moving on. Look, you're moving towards where that Sun is. You're moving on. You're even taking your inner child, or maybe your own child, with you, right? So it depends where you're at in life, and if you are a mother or a father, or you don't have children. But overall, this is saying, listen, you're moving on. But maybe some of you don't see that, you know, don't see that the improvements that are happening in the background for you. Let's pull from the Essential Oil Oracle cards, and let's look for advice. What to focus on right now for you, or what to do more of. And again, look at these colors, see? Divination, trigger statement, I am so drained, and true statement, I am shielded. Maybe it feels like for some of you that your energy is spilling out of you. It's saying protect your energy, you know, but the way that I'm seeing here as advice to protect your energy is to spend a bit more time outside. It's as simple as that. A bit like this girl in the Sun card. She's in touch with her surroundings and nature. It says you are finding balance as you see what resonates and what does not. With clear sight, a bit like the Sun card, you are safe and protected. Maybe some of you feel like you're in this journey on your own, and you're like, damn, I need support, you know. It feels like I cannot do it on my own, but at least from what cards are saying, you can. You can. Okay, pile number one, what can you expect improving in the future? And we're only gonna read a true statement. I think with the divination card here, for some of you, spirituality might be very helpful around this time. Maybe mindfulness, maybe practicing that. Where will you find yourself in the future? What you're gonna be great at? Another yellow card. Destiny. Awesome. It says there is a path waiting just for you. Open your heart and mind so you can use it on your journey of fulfillment. You're moving on. Look, with the Six of Swords here, as well as the Destiny, you're already on that track. Maybe some of you are doubting yourself sometimes, and you're like, am I doing good enough? Is that good enough? Let me adjust the light a little bit. And maybe you're just going through this time, you know, where you're like, oh, I'm feeling like there isn't enough, but from what cards are showing, there is plenty. Pile number 1. Okay, is there any other blockage here? Let's read the trigger statement. Any other blockage here? Their opinion matters to me. So yeah, maybe some of you are comparing yourself to other people or other people's timings, and you're like, you know, I should be going faster, I should be moving faster in my life, or I should be doing this instead of that because these people have done it and it was a success story. But your success story doesn't have to be everyone else's. I'm feeling happy in this group. So maybe just have this, you know, a moment. You're just having a moment right now where you're like, oh, you know, I'm not seeing that sun. But the moment we started talking with pile number 1, I had to adjust the light because the sun started beaming. So expect a lot of sunny days in the future for yourself, but you gotta allow them to come. Okay, you gotta enjoy those times and embrace those times. It seems like for a lot of people, you are the sun in their life. And in this pile, it's asking you to be your own sun in your life as often as you are for others. Okay? I hope this is helpful, pile number 1. Tribe, thank you for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey, pile number 2. So this is gonna be a chill reading. Before your reading, I want you to take a moment and relax. Take a deep breath in and out. And I'm gonna help you with the power of sounds. Just kind of feel your body right now. Check in on your body. Breathe in and breathe out. And one more time. Very good. And the last time. And leave everything out that is not yours and what doesn't benefit you at this time. Let's take a look at your energy here. Now you can either be in the trigger statement right now or in true statement, so you're gonna know where you stand. But since I'm doing this reading focused on what it is that you should leave behind, or what it is that you should cleanse, or what's not helping you, I do believe that for a lot of people it's going to be the trigger statement that we'll be talking about. It's a restore card, okay? It says I am broken as a trigger statement. Maybe some of you have health issues or you feel drained energetically, but it seems like restoration is taking place right now, right? True statement is I am illuminated. As you release your attachment to the high and low, you find peace and balance. Honor the cycles of your body and energy now. For pile number 2, it's saying do not resist change and do not resist physical or emotional lows. Whenever it happens, embrace it, feel it, and release it then. Because in order for restoration to take place, if you keep resisting, it's not going to do a job it came here to do fully, right? So for you, you're being asked to understand and to see that you are actually being cleansed, restored, and illuminated. But that might not feel very good at first. Let's use the Triple Goddess Tarot. And let's see. What is a stone in the shoe at this moment for pile number 2? Interesting, we had the same card for pile number 1. Lack. I don't have this, I don't have that. What if this happens? What if that happens? But in this pile, it's very connected to your heart space here. It's some of you have closed your heart off, and maybe you're afraid to be vulnerable I don't want to see, I don't want to hear, I don't want to let you in. And I think for a lot of people, you're being asked to spend a bit more time with people who care for you, open up to them about any struggles that you have, or even if you don't have a solid reason why you're feeling a certain way, just talk about it. Just talk about it. Let's see. What is the advice for pile number 2? What is the advice? Feel the joy you would have once you have reached your goals here and now. You will achieve your dreams fastest that way. Yeah, look, this is a contrast. This is someone who thinks that they haven't achieved anything, and this is someone who thinks that they don't have this, that, and the other. And in order for you to help yourself out, this is saying, hey, I am abundant, right? So I don't know how many guys you have tried this, getting rid of this limiting belief. Let me have a sip of water. For some of you, probably you're not drinking enough of water. How many times you try to do that? At first it might be difficult, you know, when you're not feeling like you have a solid foundation underneath your feet. It might be difficult to truly believe that in your core. But it's saying keep trying. Keep trying. And when you spend, for example, money, how are you feeling about that? Do you feel like, oh, you know, I spent that, you know, $20 now, and I'm not feeling great about it? When you spend that money for things that you need, switch it up. Do the opposite, feel the opposite. Oh, thank you that I can buy this and that for myself with that $20. Even if you bought sugar, flour, bananas, right? And that's something that you need in your life. You need to feed yourself. Look at the grocery and say, I'm so grateful for that. And try and practice that a little bit more. For you, it seems like even little exercises like that, you know, looking at things around you right now, wherever you're at, look at something and feel grateful for it. Doesn't matter how big, how small, how important this thing is. And feel it in your heart. If you want to breathe in and breathe out, and in your mind say, I have a roof under my head, right? And I'm thankful for all that's to come. Let's see what kind of energy you will have in the future. And we're going to read the true statement. Worthy. There are connections to ancestral and childhood memories that are ready to be healed. Allow divine light to shine within. I am cherished is the true statement. See? I am loved, I am cherished, and I am connected to my ancestors. And I'm also grateful for good childhood memories and ancestral wisdom. Yeah, you're on the verge of healing. Look, you have Restore card here. You have Worthy card here. I am cherished. The healing is taking place. I'd say expect more things in the future, but it feels very, very soulful. It's the energy that's being healed, and not as much the body itself. It's the energy within your body is being healed. Maybe some of you are practicing something, and that's going to be very helpful for you. I'm seeing like a boost of healing. That's going to be very the feeling that I'm getting, it's, you know, we all heal through time. Healing takes time, but it seems like there's going to be a moment, I don't know, whatever you're going to practice or try, that's gonna escalate that healing for you. Is there anything else as advice for pile number 2 that we need to hear about? Thank you. Compassion. I am love. It's all about heart space. I told you here. I am love. I am cherished. Right? Your heart is healing and expanding with love. Spend time showering yourself with that love and then share with others. Self-care pile number 2. Big time. Big time. Let's see. What can you do right now in order to give yourself that? Buy some flowers for yourself with the rose card here. You know? What I started doing myself like a month or so ago, I was never a person who loved, you know, who needed flowers, or who was like, oh my God, I received flowers. I was kind of like, it's nice, but, you know, not much feeling behind it. But now I'm approaching flowers. I go every week and I buy fresh flowers for myself. And I put it in the living room and I'm like, okay, it livens up the atmosphere. And I don't know, there is that, I have a different perspective on flowers, what they mean to me now. And it's part of my self-care too. So I went to the shop the other day, to the flower shop, and she was like, oh, so how many flowers do you want? And I said, okay, kind of compose a bouquet for me. And she was like, are you sure you want 6? Because of the number, right? I'm like, don't worry about the number. I'm buying it for myself. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, self-care, hashtag self-care, you know? So maybe that's something that you want to do as tradition for yourself. Every week of a day, I'm going to do something for myself, or every, you know, hour of the evening, I'm going to do this for myself. Regardless, if you're feeling, at first, you might even feel unworthy if you've been stuck in this energy for a while now, where you're like, oh, I don't know, I should do this better and that better, and I should have more of this. Do it regardless. It's going to become a routine, and routine changes a lot. And one day you're going to be like, yes, damn, I love doing this for myself. I want to celebrate myself, right? What can you do for yourself? Okay, 2 cards flew. Yeah, you have the Sun card here. Take a look at this. And you have this, I talked about 6 flowers, right? We have the Lovers card here. Reconnect to yourself. But how I'm seeing Lovers in this position, I'm seeing a better balance of the feminine and the masculine. In case one of your energies has overpowered you, right? Let's say if you're feminine and masculine has taken, you know, the first place throughout your whole life, and you might find it difficult to, you know, maybe be vulnerable, or to allow other people to help you, because I can do this on my own. I can handle this, right? Yes, you can, but you really need to. Other people also want to take care of you. And here you go, look how happy she is in that field of sunflowers. And I think there's lavender somewhere there. So go and buy some flowers for yourself, guys, okay? Maybe go outside and get some herbs. Or buy a plant. Because there is a connection to the earth, to herbs and flowers here for you, for sure. Okay? I hope this has made sense. Pile number 2, tribe. Thank you for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3, I want to start this reading with a bit of relaxation. So I want you to get yourself comfortable. Obviously, if you're able to, wherever you're listening to this video. And take a deep breath in. Hold it for as long as you want, and then breathe out. Just close your eyes if you're obviously able to. And feel your body and listen to the sounds. Very good. Let's take another deep breath and breathe out. And the last time. And whilst breathing out, Release any tension and stress and anything that doesn't belong to you. Great. So now let's start your reading and let's take a look at what it is for you guys that should be released. So you have the consolation card. The trigger statement is, I cannot go on. The true statement is, my heart is light. It says, please hold space for the feelings you have. Honor them and be with them. Your burden will be lightened. It's saying, do not resist whenever you're feeling uncomfortable. Do not resist the feeling of, I'm tired. Embrace it, accept it, and just be. See, in this world, there is so much pressure, especially these days, right? To look great. People take amazing pictures in amazing places, and these are the snapshots of, you know, their happy times. But many times behind those pictures and posts, there is someone who's quite sad about themselves, right? So we're not being shown a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes in case someone has ever compared themselves to someone online. And here you're being asked to acknowledge whenever you feel like you do not have enough strength. And it doesn't mean that you're weak, it means just you are tired. So when you're tired, just give yourself that time to relax until you restore your energy. And with that energy, you gain back motivation. And when motivation comes back, you can move mountains. So it's okay, this is saying not to feel okay. Pile number 3. Let's take a look at what is that stone in the shoe for you right now. What is that stone in the shoe for you right now? Yeah, even in this card, you see that? It's cold outside, I keep going, I cannot go on. It goes very well with the other card, right? It's cold, I cannot go on. But what's interesting here, especially in this deck, you do have and I want to say it's either a spirit animal that's looking out for you or a spirit. Now it can be deceased or a guide of yours that's watching you go through this, and they cannot interfere because this is your experience, but they look out for you in case you will really need them. They will step in. This is saying, okay, you're not alone in case someone is feeling alone. You have a very strong guide next to you, a helper. Even in this Queen of Pentacles here, you see that tiny rabbit over there? And usually rabbits hop around and they're very fast. Here, the rabbit standing still. This is a very grounded energy. You're being asked to take a moment for yourself here and not to rush. And whenever you feel like you need to take a step back, to observe and to figure out what's next and how you're going to go about the next step, do that. It's okay. This is saying she's taking notes, right? She's still, she's peaceful, she's taking notes. Even her rabbit is waiting for her, you know, taking a moment. So taking a moment for yourself is really important. Connect to, I think, green color for you here. She's dressed in green and you have the comforting card here. Green color might be important. Maybe you want to get a green stone or get a plant of specific green color, or I don't know, or a blanket, right? That makes you feel good. That green color somehow affects you very much here. So maybe even having an accessory or going outside to nature and just laying on the grass would be really helpful for you here. Because it seems like someone really needs to gain back the energy. Okay? For some of you, this is gonna happen naturally, you know, it's just that time. But for some of you, you could go outside and what I like to do, for example, now what I do doesn't work for everyone, just remember that. I would lay down on the grass and I would put my palms on the grass, and it depends what I need at that time. If I feel like I don't have energy, I'd imagine from the center of the earth, the energy traveling through my palms throughout the whole body. If I need to cleanse, if I have taken too much, I imagine from my palms all of that unnecessary energy going to the center of the earth. You can do both, but if you're doing both, I would suggest in between those two, switch positions of the palm, so you put it in a different place. Okay, now what is the advice for pile number 3? And we're gonna just read it, true statement, advice or message, that one. It says, I surrender. Allow yourself to relax with the currents of life. What did we talk about? These changes will take you even closer to where you are meant to be. Yeah, this is all about relaxation for you here, guys. Take a look at, you know, the plants, or maybe the symbols that you're seeing on these cards. Maybe a sentence stands out to you. Just kind of read with me. And I know a lot of you are good at doing that. Sometimes I take the I read the main energy and I leave some things behind. What can you expect in the future? What kind of energy can you expect to have in the future? Rooted, nice. Grounding, you see? Awesome. Right here, now, everything is perfect. Everything's falling into places for you. If you allow it to, just take a minute for yourself. It's saying, okay. Allow your energy to shift to material plane where it is needed to help you complete what you have set out to do. You're coming back. Remember how I talked about motivation coming back? That's what's happening. First off, you allow yourself to acknowledge that you need some more rest. You need to regenerate yourself. You're taking a moment for yourself. You have a better plan, right? Or you just give yourself extra time. And you surrender to this way of feeling, that I cannot go on, right? It's not about surrendering that, okay, I'm not gonna go on. I'm pretty sure you know where I'm headed at here. And everything's fallen back into places. For you guys, you really need grounding here. Started with green, the Queen of Pentacles. It's all about the earth plane, right? Plane, and it's she's dressed in green, and you have grounded card. For you, it's important to, I don't know why I'm getting this, maybe for some of you, you need to heal your spine. There's something about your spine here, so maybe in the morning you want to kind of move around your neck very slowly, or, you know, do a bit of stretching, but very light one. For you, it has to be almost like a meditative trance, I'm seeing, with some music in the background, right? At your own pace, feeling your own body. That's how I'm seeing you. I'm literally seeing you like moving around, you know, being in the zone. That would be beneficial for you, okay? I hope that this has helped pile number 3, tribe. Thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey, pile number 4. So today we're doing a chill reading. I want you guys to, if you can, depends where you at right now when you're listening to this reading, but I hope you're comfortable. Breathe in, take a deep breath, and breathe out at your own pace. And every time you breathe out, imagine with that breath out, you release anything that doesn't help you anymore and doesn't make you feel good. Now do that one more time and listen to the sounds. Very good. One more time. And the last time. Okay. So let's take a look at what is that stone in the shoe for you right now. We're going to be focusing on the trigger statement. We have, it is their fault. So maybe you tend to blame the situation or the person, you know, and that's something that doesn't help you at all. And when did it help? You know, when did it help? The true statement is, my thoughts are the cause of my suffering. As emotions rise, go within to see what stories and memories are fueling them, then release what is not serving you with gratitude now. This is an interesting pile here. It seems like, it can be as broad as you feeling, I don't want to say resentful even for some of you. Maybe you're like, listen, whatever has happened wasn't fair, and you keep coming back to it. You keep holding that. You're like, I don't like this, this is their fault, this is the situation's fault. Remember, every single thing that is happening for us. So as long as you can take a grasp of why this has happened, take a step back and say, okay, I like to give an example. Say if someone was born in a very dysfunctional family, try and think what before incarnating your soul thought you needed to learn by choosing that family. And there is a very powerful moment when people stop seeing themselves as victims in life, regardless of what kind of difficult stuff has happened to them. That's when they fully take control and they're able to scan through everything and learn from it. And we came here to learn. For some of you, these are your own thoughts, and you're like, you may be blaming yourself. You have a feeling of guilt. Track back. Where's that guilt coming from? Right? Did you pick it up from a past event? Maybe you borrowed it from one of your parents watching that growing up. Right? Maybe it's coming from past life. But whatever this is, it doesn't belong to you, that's for sure. It's not helping you. Like it's in your system, but it should be released because it's not helping you to move forward, right? So let's make peace with that, this is saying, okay? Let's pull an advice card for it. No. Let's use the Triple Goddess Tarot. Let's take a look at what this is connected to here for you. What is this? That is... Yeah, look at all these thoughts here. These are your thoughts that are hurting you. Your own thoughts are hurting you. They don't allow you to have a peaceful life. Now, we have three more cards. I'll take them all. You have the Two of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Swords. And you have the High Priestess. So look at the contrast between these two cards. Right? We're starting with Ten of Swords and we're ending with the High Priestess. High Priestess doesn't have any swords above her, right? High Priestess is like out in nature, chilling. She's connected to the moonlight. She's connected to her intuition, the feminine, right? She's connected to the feminine. Maybe for some of you, whatever you're feeling, it's connected to the feminine in your life, or you need to work on your feminine energy a little bit more. Bring it out of yourself, right? Some of you are so busy in your head that sometimes you get lost, and it's saying, okay, let's do something so you can take your mind off past events or create more stress in your head. Because this is very exaggerated, you see. Maybe there was someone who tricked you, or there was a situation. Yeah, let's take that. Situation that was actually shit. And you are like, listen, I cannot let go of this. But that is like a toxin in your system. Let go of it. Seems like for a lot of you gotta speak up, Whatever's on your heart. Call a friend, call a family member. But the most important message here in this pile, you need to know that there is a balance of universe, right? Black and white. black and white. Good things happen, bad things happen. We're learning from both, but mostly we're learning from the bad things, if you want to name it that way. And we don't want to be stagnant. We planned as those a lot of things for ourselves before incarnating. What is the advice for you right now, or a message? You have connection. I'm putting it on top of the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very connected, right? It says, I am grounded in my body. Use your empathic abilities to connect with others. Discern the information you receive and do not take on what is not your own. Yeah, for some of you, maybe you're taking a little bit too much of others' problems here. Or you're super sensitive to a lot of things. It's saying, find a balance, right? Whenever you feel overly sensitive, what helps you? I can give you, a lot of advice, but I don't know what's going to help you. Because what helps me might not necessarily help you. Every time I feel like I'm not balanced and I'm in this chaotic energy, I leave my home and I go outside. And maybe just sitting by the river or under a tree. That's all I need. What can pile number 1? Sorry, 1, 4. Maybe you wanted to look at pile number 1. What does this pile number 4 need to know? I am playful. And the trigger statement, I have so much to do. We have the 2 of Pentacles here, juggling. It's saying recognize when you have taken on too much, okay? Let the burdens of responsibility go in this moment and look at your world with the eyes of a child. Go out and play a little bit more. Pile number 4. It even rhymed, okay? There's something very connected to smells. Maybe you're quite sensitive to smells. Maybe a certain oil, essential oil, would be helpful for you here to relax your mind a little bit more. And I thought of eucalyptus in the bathroom. Some people hang a branch of eucalyptus in the bathroom. Let me know who does that, because I wanted to try this out myself and see if it becomes an actual spa room. There's something here with mint, peppermint, and eucalyptus for pile number 4. And interestingly enough, these are very cleansing. Every time I would want to, feel very focused and fresh and kind of have a restart in my brain, I would drink peppermint tea, or I'd smell essential oil of mint or peppermint. And maybe for you, that's something that could be helpful here. You know yourself better than I do, right? What can you expect in the future? Evolution, nice. I attract only what is for my highest good. The imbalances in relationships that have been keeping you down are no longer needed. You are ready to transform. It seems like you're cutting something off here, someone in particular off here. There is a spider hanging behind my window, and I kept thinking that I'm tripping because I can see the shadow of it going up and down. And it's actually just playing out the window. So maybe that's something that you need to do a bit more. Go outside and play a bit more. I am playful. Things will change if you allow them to change, this is saying, okay? Just put a little bit more effort towards that transformation of yours, and everything is gonna fall into places, right? And I don't know why I want to say that. You have to allow someone to trigger you in order to be triggered. We allow everything. Without our permission, nothing can affect us. So maybe someone needed to hear that. Tribe, I hope this is helpful. This is a new way of doing things. I would like the chill readings very much. Let me know if you do. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.